What up? It's your boy, Royalty. Well, the day is coming up and it looks like it's Valentine's. Ain't this something? Ain't this so divine? Ain't this fine? Get chocolates and some wine, 'cause it's time. I guess it's Valentine's. Cupid's arrows getting sharpened, aiming for them hearts, and he's about to get you all caught up in that loving mindset. You gon' be loving, cuffing, probably in them sheets, watching some Netflix, cuddling, grabbing some cheeks. If you got you a freak, it's time to get nasty, 'cause you know that it's gonna be that time to get nasty. I'm meant to say trashy, but either way getting flashy, 'cause you about to get dressed up, got that clothes with them ashy showing. Girl, I see you. It's your day. Believe it. You got perfume and chocolates, and you already know. You popping, popping. What? It's Valentine's. It's Valentine's. What? It's Valentine's. It's Valentine's. It's what? It's Valentine's. It's Valentine's. It's what? It's Valentine's. It's Valentine's. Ooh, girl, you look so good. It must be Valentine's. Hey, girl, you look so good. It must be Valentine's. Girl, it's that red lipstick. It must be Valentine's. It's them red laces. It must be Valentine's. Oh, them red leggings. It must be Valentine's. Ooh, girl, where you heading? It must be Valentine's. You ain't really got no man. It must be Valentine's. Oh, his name is Stan? And that's your Valentine? Alright. So, it's your boy, Royal G. I'm about to hit y'all with a little something. So, yeah, you know, we're a few days away, or it's coming right up on it. Whenever you see this, depending, who knows. But, you know, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Yeah, man. You know what's really funny? So, somebody recently, a nice lady put into perspective for me, gave me a whole new thought and outlook, actually, I should say, on Valentine's Day. And guess what it was, right? So she brought up to my attention, she said, you know what? Why isn't Valentine's Day for guys? Why isn't it for the men? And I was like, you know, and I stopped for a second and I had to think. And then she was like, you know, it should be. She was like, it should be, because you guys basically every other day is already for us. And then I stopped and thought to myself, I said, you know what? She got something there. Because you know what? Maybe if you do some digging, right? Maybe if you do a little, grab a shovel, dig into the dirt, and go through the history of Valentine's Day as far as a celebration of love, maybe it was the one other day, because for real, as guys, we only get like Father's Day, for real, as an appreciation day. So maybe, right, Valentine's Day, some dude was like, yo, let's get our girls to appreciate us just for one extra day out the joint, right? And then it worked for a few years. It worked for a while. Maybe like 10, 15 years, right? But then somehow, some chick, some girl, somewhere found a way to make it about her still. Found a way to flip the day. Then she convinced more women to be like, hey, I got my man to do it. You can get yours to do it too. And then more of y'all flipped it. And then eventually it became y'all day too, right? So, but as a good idea, right? I was like, all right, so let's reverse things for once, right? So let's try to reverse things. So ladies, what can you do? What are some things that y'all can do for your man on Valentine's Day? Since we do, you know, try to do so much, and we attempt and we do so much for y'all just on a regular basis, you know, and we ask for so little, to be honest, you know. So, you know, what are some things y'all can do for us? You know, maybe cook that little extra meal that day. Make sure the stomach is full. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's something there where it's like, oh, maybe, you know, maybe you just wake the guy up rubbing his balls. Just saying. You know, maybe that day, what if that day you just weren't around? I don't know. I'm just saying. there's things y'all could do. But how about this? How about we get into a few things? You know, when it comes to Valentine's Day, there's a lot of gifts, do's and don'ts. Gifts get tricky, right, with Valentine's Day, especially if you're really in a relationship or you're pretending to be in a relationship or you the side relationship, and or if y'all aren't really in a relationship and y'all are just linking up for that day, right? So this is what you do. All right, if you're in the relationship, of course, all right, you got to do the standard. You know what I'm saying? You get the cute snack-like thing, right? You get something. It doesn't even have to be the box of chocolates. That shit's hella cliche. If your girl likes crunch bars and shit, just get her a king-size crunch bar. Keep it simple, right? Boom. You get that joint, and with that, you also put something cute with it. Something, a small little animal trinket thing, something that's like a little bug-eyed, little cute thingy thing with it, and they go, oh my god, I got the candy and the little thingy, yeah, right? The point is she's gonna throw away the little thing and she's gonna eat the fucking candy. Cool. Then phase 2, somewhere nice to eat, unless she's gonna cook. If she's gonna cook, boom, enjoy the meal, but have something planned for afterwards. But if she is not the cooking type, or he is not the cooking type, then what you do is you go to a restaurant that is outside of your usual parameter of where you go to. It doesn't even have to be a fancy high-end place or anything. Literally, just go somewhere different. Just somewhere different. And you know how you find somewhere different? You got things like Google, you got things like food apps that tell you, hey, other shit. And also, Groupon is your best friend. Remember, yo, $20 on Groupon goes a long way, okay? So don't be afraid to Groupon it up, all right? Now, some gift don'ts, all right? All right, see, some of y'all on the side be messing up the dynamics of shit, right? Because what you do, and the way that you mess up dynamics of shit, is you get main type gifts, and it makes it difficult for someone to explain. You can't get hard explainable gifts. You can't get shit. You can't be the person on the side showing up with the 6 foot tall teddy bear and shit, and it's like, homegirl's gotta be like, where the fuck am I gonna put this? Cause, or dude's gonna be like, you can't be like showing up with like, if it's a dude for a guy or something. I mean, we could disguise a lot of shit, but all right, like some of y'all ladies out there, y'all are really down for the team. Y'all hardcore, right? But like, say dude's in a relationship. He ain't had no PlayStation, and then you got him a PlayStation. He got to figure out a way to explain that to his junk. Be like, yeah, my homie Randy was like, well, I'm getting the Xbox. I don't really want the PlayStation no more, so I'm gonna give you. And so, yeah, and then she'd be like, but it look brand new. Be like, what you know what a brand new PlayStation look like anyway? Ah! And then you just, you know what I'm saying? But I'm playing. It's hypotheticals, right? So what you gotta do, this is where gift cards come into play, baby. You know why? Because gift cards, they small, concealable, they slide away, hide away, and then they come back out on the day that they need to pay. Hey, you say, you know what I'm saying? So what you do is you get gift cards to places that you know that your significant other and or someone else's significant other likes to go to. And you get them the Jones. You know what I'm saying? You get the gift cards, you get the thing, you get it together. And then when they got their own time, they go. Or y'all, when y'all on y'all little thing, y'all go on one of y'all little adventures, y'all hit the mall, boom, pull out the little Jones and be like, yo, got you. Translation, go to the mall with your significant other. And also, take them to the mall. Sorry, I stopped for a second. I had a message coming. So what you do is you take your significant other to the mall with those pre-purchased gift cards that you had there, and then you go and get those gifts that you needed to get. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because you don't want to leave too much of a trail, bro. Plus, most shit from Valentine's Day it lasts for like 2 weeks. All that decorative stuff, getting on them balloons, the roses, the flowers, all that stuff lasts like 2 weeks, dies out. You need stuff that's either going to create a moment that's going to be like, boom, she'll remember this, or you got to have, basically, you're either starting the trail, because this is what happens, right? So what I meant to say is you're planting the seeds for like the rest of the relationship, because depending on, usually this is how the scale goes, how the female dating cycle goes, right? So really it starts more so in October. Once October hits, the cold starts to come in. October and November starts to settle around right around Halloween, when all the girls get to dress up, get all hoish for a night, right? They go out, do their little thing, wearing all their little stockings and all that stuff. This is where it starts. Day one of the female dating season starts Halloween. Then what happens is the early poachers in the female hunting world, they usually wind up gathering up some type of cuddle buddy and or a texting friend by the time Thanksgiving hits. That way, they line you up for the fact that by the time, if you started talking to them in October, you might owe them a gift in December off of either pure principle or pussy principle. They might have gave you some pussy sometime in like November, around Thanksgiving, sometime after that, you know? And then now you're kind of like, oh, damn, you know, she was cool. We did chill. I met her on Halloween, shit. Damn. And then as from a dude standpoint, you're thinking like, oh, man, I don't really got to get nothing. All right, cool, I'm cool. But from a female standpoint, she's like, I kind of been with this dude for like 2-3 months. I mean, I'm talking to like 4, but this one, I've been talking to him since Halloween. He better get me something for Christmas, right? Boom. So, and then, but also, right? So, like I said, cuffing season starts right after Thanksgiving, because now the cold is really starting to set in. Once it starts getting cold, ladies are out there looking for the beards, the guys with the okay leg hairs. They're out there looking for something kind of husky, something, or just someone that's going to be able to be a good snuggle buddy, good cuddle buddy. They're looking for someone with Netflix accounts and subscriptions, who's got Hulu, a DVD player, or a good sound system. They're out there looking, right? So this is what you do. So by the time basically New Year's is coming around, because now we're getting after Christmas time. New Year's comes around. By then, ladies have pretty much chosen who is going to be their prey for Valentine's Day. Now, what happens is the late poachers in the female community, they don't start to hunt until about January 13th, January 14th, because the female mind starts ticking at 30 days away from February 14th, from Valentine's Day. Now, what happens on a National Geographic standpoint is there is a wave called the Valentine's fever. It comes pre-baby fever season. Now, what it is Valentine's fever seasons starts lining up the women to feel like they need to be in a relationship, yet they don't really want to be, because they know within 3-4 months the summer is coming. So what they're doing is simply finding someone for a short-term period, usually for the time between January to March. Now, within January to March, as a guy, that is where we have our toughest time, because we have our proving grounds, our battlegrounds, weather, and we also are having the internal battle of, do we want to keep her? Now, because this is where it gets tough. Because mating season soon is on the rise. When the spring hits, now the female dating cycle is in full bloom. This is where they're like, I'm getting it in. We got to do what we got to do. I'm fucking a little bit to see if I'm out here looking right, because now it's almost beach season. As soon as them sundresses and, you know, the little bit of low cut starts coming out, when you're getting into about April to May, a few weeks before June, that's when you're in the deep mating season time frame. Then what happens is, for some reason, collectively, once that heat hits right in June, collectively on a mental, subconscious level on the female community, for some reason, all of them go, fuck guys, we're going to the beach. And or fuck guys, we're about to put on super skimpy outfits, hit the club, and we're just roaming in packs of females. For some reason, that's when female pack season starts. From July through about September, female pack season starts. And the herds don't start to thin until, like I said, you're getting into late September, early October, getting ready to go back into Halloween. And that is the cycle. So if you paid attention there and you know what to do for all those different transitions of the year and you prepare yourself correctly, you should know how to transition yourself as a man and or female through what is known as the female dating cycle. Because, oh my goodness, the hunt is real and it gets real. So you have to be prepared out there. Ladies, that lip gloss got to be popping. The braids is on. The thongs is slapped on with the tags tucked into the leggings. It's real. Fellas, you know you gotta go out there with the iron t-shirts on, the freshest jeans. The shit's got to look good. Beard snipped. Nyam, 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 nyam. By the way, it's Black History Month. You know, isn't this great? You know what's awesome about Black History Month? Doesn't it kind of like stop to exist after like elementary school or something? Do they even like teach Black History Month in school anymore? Who are they even talking about? I don't know. We don't know. Who? I don't know. I ain't been to school and God knows how. But just bring an acknowledgement to that. You know, shout out to the peoples who did a lot of stuff. And by the way, black people invented a lot of stuff, but we did not invent the patent. And that's where we got beat on a lot of shit and copyrights. So, yeah, we made a lot of shit. We just didn't get credit for it. Black History Month. Other than that, you get out there and do what you got to do for Valentine's Day and get your stuff together, get that love pumping, get that jump going, because this is where you got to start prepping, because, yo, today is that's just one day. Like I said, you're getting prepped for this is trial period. This is the tryout period to see if you're fit for mating season, bro. Are you? You better be ready. All right, I'm done talking. Because this was the Royal Rant. Glad that you came. Glad that you came. This was the Royal Rant. Glad that you came. That you came. My name. Yes, Royal. I came to spoil the days of love. Cupid's arrows, they're raining from above. No, I'm just fucking around. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. That was all cool. Get out there and fuck.